Today, we eat blackberries. Come on, let's go. Today, we eat blackberries. Come on, let's go. Today, we eat blackberries. Come on, let's go.
What's up, everybody? Hope you had a great Wednesday. I'm Darnell just talking, coming in here for hopefully another excellent night. It is day 16 days straight. I've definitely gotten less sleep than I'm used to. If you come in, take the poll. Last night's stream was pretty good. We got into some topics in the nostalgia word. Make the pick. Shout outs to you. Thanks for joining the chat. So yeah, we got into some topics yesterday that weren't expected. We tried to do a stream about whether you agree or disagree, and threw out some topics, and based on those topics the chat went left and right, and eventually we landed on doing a dive into some things that are nostalgic to our childhood. So I figured come on, we yes, yeah, I'm gonna get used to this. Cody, what's up? Cody 7724. Those numbers look a little interesting. So glad I was in the 2000s era. Why is that? Tell me why you are so happy to have missed the 80s and the 90s. I don't want to even get into the 70s, but if they let me do 5 choices on the poll, I definitely would have had the 70s in there. You don't know who's still hanging out with us. The people who grew up with typewriters and word processors, if you even know what a word processor is, Cody. But yeah, man, we maybe we'll get into some watching some things that are nostalgic to you. I think in the last 24 hours, I did like a nice deep dive. I kind of walked backwards and just started thinking about different things. Sad to say, I still had like, well, you know what? Let's just get a second for people to come in here. It looks like we did have a nice little spike initially, so I don't wanna spill the beans too much on exactly what we're talking about. But Cody, tell me why. I need a reason. I like this the interactive side of this really gets me going. Um, and make the pick. You mentioned the rabbit hole yesterday, so I'm actually working on my rabbit hole stinger. We're gonna figure that out because when I go down the rabbit hole, I think that's gonna make like we all need to know where I'm going so that you know if you don't want to go down there with me. But it is what it is. That's the type of stream that I have, and it is what it is. As you can see, it was just dope for me. Yeah, tell me. Well, you know what? You hold off on that thought. Hopefully, you enjoy at least a portion of the stream. I did want to shout out that I do have a sub goal at the bottom. You see, one thing that we try to do is a 1% improvement to the stream every day, and it's been working. This is day 16 straight, as I mentioned before. Where we started at was not here. Um, where we started at was not a bright screen. It didn't have graphics. So today I improved on that sub goal at the bottom. I'm not begging anybody to subscribe, but essentially the goal for me is to have enough people so that when the stream starts, we can have rich conversations, whether I'll be streaming every night or going multiple nights a week. That's definitely a good reason for the stream goal. Oh, we got somebody back in the chat. These names are familiar. Oh, I watch scary movies. What's up, man? How you doing? I don't want to get weird and said I've been thinking about you, but I did rewatch a stream and we were having some nice back and forth, so it kind of took me back to the conversation that we were having. Yeah, nice, like the upgrade. Thank you so much, Cody. I appreciate that. So, interestingly enough, it didn't take me long, and for whatever reason, that today is old kind of feeling happened. I'm a software engineer. You'll hear me say this. I do want to, at times, get somewhat technical with the stream. I'm doing good, scary movie. So I want to get technical with the stream every now and then, just to express that side of me. And for whatever reason, I didn't realize that I can attach OBS to just a regular HTML web page. And when I figured that out, I realized that this stream is about to have a lot of improvements because the same way that I guess people use Stream Elements and Streamlabs, and they have like an overlay that they're pulling from the internet. Because I know how to do all of the web stuff, I could just do it locally. So I am trying to figure out like what's the next step there. But yesterday's improvement was the soundboard, so I got two sounds, so you'll keep hearing them. I'll try not to overuse them, and I'll explain them without getting, thanks for all the love in there, but without getting too deep into where these sounds come from. That comes from one of those big companies that started a streaming service, and they pretty much own a lot of media companies. The Little Mermaid is the movie. I made a nice little beat about 20 years ago, so you'll keep hearing me play that just to kind of celebrate and to keep me going. One of my favorite streamers that I watched today, he's really good on the stream, and he's able to handle himself, and the way the buttons get pressed and all of that. So I'm just working on those things. I think it's a me thing. It's not a you thing. If it brings quality, either way, you got to bring quality. But some people are entertained by the fact that you're able to manage like a professional stream. So that's definitely a top tier goal for me. And then hopefully this sub goal thing at the bottom does not stay static, because one of the, yesterday I was on the stream and I'm asking people to sub. Oh, see, the thing is increased by one. So at some point in this stream, I'm going to update that number, but it's in some HTML code that I have to update that I need to do dynamically. Okay, let me not get lost in not reading this stuff. Multi-stream is a game changer. Yeah, I mean, I guess you mean multi-stream into different platforms. Yeah, I mean, that works for people. I still struggle with the fact that I need to be convinced that my presence, my attempt is valuable in these other platforms. I'm really not just doing it to, anybody would like to be monetized. Really, that's just an exchange of my time. But I really feel like in 2026, where this platform, and this platform is the lead platform, where this platform is going is this is just a form of expression that everybody's going to have some sort of form of expression. So I feel ahead of the game in that curve. If money comes from it, sure, but there may be a day where there's no money, right? Where monetization doesn't mean anything. So spreading my time to different platforms and manage all these things, I'd rather have a core group of real users who give real feedback, who watch me grow. I watch them grow, whether they start, a business, whatever they're doing in their life, their own stream. I'd rather have that interaction with the quality conversation and connection versus the quantity. But yeah, for some people, I do watch them do multi-stream, and it's awesome. I mean, the technology is there. Just you might as well use it. Uh, Goals. Yeah. No, I got goals. But let's get into it. I watch scary movies. I didn't express, I guess you could tell by the poll where we're going tonight. But I really wanted to get into like a nostalgic vibe. So since you guys are a little bit engaged in the chat, I'll ask of you, but I'll also start to express, like I said, where I went for the last 24 hours. So oddly, not too long ago, and I'm not gonna bring him on stream right now because I don't know if I feel comfortable, but I still have wrestling, man. I I still have, sad to say, I still have a Hogan. I have a stiff Hogan wrestling man that is. I'm from the era. I'm an '80s baby, so I have a Hogan that there's no torque, there's no turn. It's just stiff. So and why that so that's one. And I have a Jesse the Body Ventura who's doing this. Yeah, like, so he's like the governor or senator, whatever public office he was. But yeah, I have a stiff Jesse the Body Ventura doing this. Those are the two wrestling men I had. Now, crazy story is there's always trauma behind it, right? So one of the first lessons I learned was certain things don't keep on the floor if you don't want to break it. I had a WWF at the time wrestling rink. Those were the two, wrestlers that I had. They was jumping off the top rope all the time. It was crazy. And I stepped on my wrestling ring. I stepped on it. And that was it, man. That was it. And it didn't, unlike the parent that I am, there was no replacement conversation. It was just, I told you not to keep that in the middle of the floor. Man, he said, man, I had so many WWE action figures. Yeah, man, my wrestling, that was it, man. And it was no, I look back and reflect, since we're really having, this conversation. When things go wrong in my house, I'm like figuring out how to fix it, right? Yo, you did that too, Scary Movie? Man, so there was no fixing it. It was like one day I'm the happiest kid. I'm, doing leg drops, stiff leg drops off of the top, off of my bed into the top rope, and then the next day there's no wrestling ring, and I guess I'm probably like say 35 years later, I still hold on to these two wrestling men, and I didn't realize it. Like I have like one little treasure chest case, and there's a lot of like childhood stuff. I had to let a couple things go recently. Like I think I had my first pair of Nikes, and it was like this big, and I had to let it go. But I thought it was funny to tell my children because they're always saying, uh, you know, like partially they say, Daddy, you're a kid. Basically, what they're expressing is, I like to have a good time. Till this day, I enjoy myself. I like to have a good time, and so I wanted to show them a part of me that, to prove it is physical. Like we're gonna have a good time. So I showed them my wrestling. They don't even have wrestling in it. It was like, man, and it kind of brought them back to my, my upbringing. All right, Mick the Pick in the chat says my favorite was Rey Mysterio, green and red figure. Yeah, Rey Mysterio, that was a bad man, boy. That was a bad man. I was definitely so I'm more of a Rey Mysterio WCW right after, I guess, like the NWO thing, and they needed to carry on, and that's when like the whole cruiserweight and the little guys was really getting a chance. I know he had a really good WWE era, but that's how it gotta be, man. A lot of people lose that. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Andrew? How you doing? We just having a conversation. I'm Darnell, just talking. I come on here and stream. This is my 16th straight day. That's my quick spiel. We're talking about childhood memories, and I was just expressing that, I still got some wrestling men that I'm holding on to. Oh yeah, yeah. You saw him as Rey Mysterio Jr. Isn't that his name? Like, what do you mean? Yeah, man. No, so look, actually, I didn't really get a good preparation for tonight's stream, but when I went to the box, I figured like, okay, what's in here? I found a Genesis. I have a Genesis. I'll go get it if I need to, but I actually found a freaking Sega Genesis, and I found like tons of basketball cards. Like I hope the lighting is not too bad. There goes Tony Kukoc. Like I found thousands of basketball cards. Look at this. Clyde the Glide Drexler. Oh, is that a Carl? Nope, that's a Jeff Malone. Sean Elliott, Vernon Maxwell. Oh, look at that. What is that? Penny Hardaway. And that one's still in the case. 9 of 25. Rookie sensation. 94-95 Flair. So, I was telling a guy briefly tonight. Look at that, Coach Juwan Howard. Yeah, man, I have so many. I have never even looked. Oh, we're gonna have to stop after this then. I don't even have to say it. And these cards are in. Oh, this is a 3D card. So you got to get one of those goofy 3D glasses. It actually looks a little woozy on the screen, but this is a Scottie Pippen 3D card. So, oh, look at this, man. Rick Smits, a Marist College, Marist University, the best player of all time to play at Marist University, which is in Dutchess County where I live. Rest in peace to my man. He passed away, I think, in late 2025, Eldon Campbell. So, yeah, as you could tell, man, I was seriously into sports at one time. Just back in those days, Reggie Miller. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bore you guys if I did, but man, I haven't even like opened. This was like a random. I'll just show you the bag. The bag has a bit of nostalgia too. Coach Monty Williams. Look at that. Any one of those that's in the glass. This one should be in the glass. Chris Mullin. Oh, you never forget Campbell, man. Yeah. So I had a funny story. I might want to pull up a picture. The first part of the story. Oh, rest in peace, Anthony Mason as well. Yeah, man, that's just. I mean, not to get sad on the stream, but looking through these cards and to think back of like how many of these guys are not with us. I don't even know if you guys know this guy, Bo Kimball. He passed away very early before he ever sparked. Oh man, I got baseball cards in here too. Look at that, David Cone. That's a David Cone on KC. Yeah, so I'll sort through these and we could I think I seen something in the chat we gotta address. But yeah, I'll sort through these. I just wanted to show you the nostalgia of the bag. I think the bag is more this is all cards. Looks like it came from Food Town, wherever that is. But yeah, the bag has super nostalgia. Okay, so I'm back in the chat, guys. Thanks for the votes on the poll. Just reading off the poll just to do my due diligence. So, what years shaped you? I wanted to put more into it, but ChatGPT said, shorten it down. So if you think the poll needs to be longer, more wordy, but I think the answers are cool. So we got 50% for 2010s. No surprise there because who is using their 80s finger at this point to swipe? I'm an 80s baby, but yeah, the swiping is gonna get pretty hard soon. Everything ain't working like it used to. We got 25% for the early 2000s and 25% for the 90s. All right, let me just get in the chat and just read these. I know I missed something good. Okay. Okay. I watch scary movies. Probably gonna hop off the stream. That's cool, man. Well, enjoy yourself. Okay, you got a Black History trivia question. Look, we already converted as a troll, so we can't convert anyone back to trolling. So let's be careful with the question. Who's the famous? Let me read it first before I read it out loud. Who's the famous sport athlete? What is a sport athlete? That did heavyweight boxing. Both Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson were heavyweight boxers. Am I missing something? Who's the famous sport athlete that did heavyweight boxing? I mean B and C. They both were heavyweights. That's a good debate. That actually Tyson is oh cool. Tyson is that's a nostalgic part of my childhood when I could remember. You guys are probably not old enough to maybe you've seen Tyson fights and you've seen the nostalgia that surrounds Tyson fights, but when Tyson was knocking people out in a minute, in seconds, all this energy I would say Tyson, to me, Tyson built pay-per-view. He built the concept of pay-per-view. There was no, I don't remember a pre-Tyson. Now, granted, different things used to be on pay-per-view. Even in wrestling, if you watch Tyson kind of his pay-per-views kind of predate when wrestling was able to sell pay-per-views. They were still more of a live event, and they would have contracts with TV networks, but the actual pay-per-view, Tyson was the big ticket. I mean, you could name your price. Everybody wouldn't have it. Some people would have illegal cable. However you saw the fight, you had to see the fight. But when I tell you the energy that surrounded a Tyson fight, for the fight to last a minute and a half was crazy, and you got everything. Unlike the era that came after Tyson, you got what you paid for every time. Up until there's a rough demise there, but you got what you paid for. Very nostalgic part of my childhood. I actually saw Mike Tyson after, I believe it was after one of the Holyfield fights. I saw Mike Tyson, and I was at a theater, and somebody goes, yeah, I gotta play that. Somebody goes, the champ is here. I lie to you not. Somebody says the champ is here. This guy just lost like the night before. Somebody says the champ is here, and he comes through the aisle, and he is like waving. He's like saying hi. Everyone in that whole place felt scared, like there was a pit bull that was loose. Like everyone was scared. I remember being in my 20s, like this is not a comfortable feeling. He looked like he is and he just lost. And like the champ is here. All right, let me get back in the chat. Oh man, that's a good one. Yes, correct. Haha. I got caught up because I didn't know if Tyson or Ali were both heavyweights. Really? Come on, Mick the Pick. Come on. You must have been watching too much wrestling. You must be thinking that Mark Henry is the strongest man. You need to watch. You need to watch some real World's Strongest Man competitions. Go to the source, man. Did you see that Joshua Anderson and Jake Paul fight? Is that the guy's name that he fought? But I saw the last Paul fight. I mean, my take on the Paul fight is I think that he's doing an amazing job to, on one part, it's really sad to see where boxing has gone. But can you think of boxing without Paul right now? If there were no Paul and the antics, because I think a lot of these fights are they're like antics, right? I mean, he trains really hard. One of the challenges is that he's starting so late. I mean, the more I learn about boxing, there's just so much to it. And he's starting so late in his career that he doesn't have an advantage over real fighters that are his size, a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. Like, there's just so much skill that's involved in that I just don't. It's great that he's a name that could carry that, but at some point we're going to get into the goofy zone where it's going to not make sense anymore, and hopefully the people that are real ticket items could pick back up. Oh man, the sub goal says 128. I was able to do that while I spoke and talked, so we are getting better. That is very important, and we're getting better. Alright, I think there was no Paul. Mean Mike could rest at home. I could beat for money. Mike needed that money. No, man, Mike needed that money, Scary Movie. Alright, so since you have... No, man, don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, look, have your opinion. Here's my perspective. So the thing is, and I've had this conversation with friends. The thing is, Mike Tyson, as I was saying, the nostalgia around Tyson is this guy used to be pound for pound the person that no one ever wanted to go face to face with. Like, unless you're a trained boxer and you think even the trained boxers who are his size or bigger didn't want to touch this guy. So you take average person, and back in those days, Tyson also had stories. He had incidents of beating up citizens. Like, this thing happened and Mike happened to pound him out. So he was off his leash. So you name me another person who is still famous and able to be in the public eye based off of what they did in a period of their career. So I think that's more of a celebration. That's more of a give the man his flowers. Remember, boxing is not the sport that gives people their flowers. George Foreman, who also passed away, I believe, last year, George Foreman was able to be graceful and pick up fights way later in his career, in his 50s. I think he fought in his 60s at one point. I mean, Bernard Hopkins fights late. Most of the guys who fight late, they risk so much, just like Ali did. So Mike Tyson being able to grab a bag, that's what that was all about. Now, my real opinion about what Jake Paul is doing is Netflix is working on their technology to be able to cover live sports better than anyone else. They have the bag to do it, so it ain't really about boxing. I mean, we are not. Yes, MMA is still safeguarded and there's no goofiness. Boxing is full of goofy. Your streamers are boxing. You have one person who has, a public figure who has a dispute with somebody, a dispute with this person who's in Texas, and a dispute with this person who's in Miami. How are we gonna resolve it? Well, we gotta box. Somebody gotta put up the bag. So it's really just a goofy a way. No one's saying let's get together and do a hackathon. Like it's just, it doesn't make sense. We want to, and then the fact that we watch people, like when you say Jake Paul, I wouldn't say he's a very skilled fighter. The fact that we end up being drawn in to watch people, I would say we watch more people who aren't skilled than who are skilled. And this is not new. You guys know who Manute Bol is? Are you aware of Manute Bol? You might know his son Bol. I'll pull something up because this is not new. All right. This is the time where I try to work these controls. So this is Bol. You guys know Bol? No, sir. All right, so I'm gonna give it some game tonight because that's what helps. Let me say it. Okay, they're gonna fix it for me. So this is his father, Manute Bol. Oh, sorry, I'm not even showing you. So okay, let me go back. This is Bol. Okay, so Bol, I guess he's out the league because I see old stats. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But Bol is a amazing athlete. He is, let's see his height. His height is 7'3". He dribbles like a guard, like a point guard. He can shoot the ball. He can do everything on the court. He's little thin for the era, but so that's Bol. Bol, of course, is Manute Bol's son. No, he's a little shorter than Wemby, but he already had Wemby's game before Wemby. But Manute Bol is taller than Wemby. I believe Manute Bol was 7'8". So here they have him as 7'6", 7'7", and Manute Bol played the center position. Manute Bol was not trash at all. This is always the funny photo that they show. So this is Manute Bol with Muggsy Bogues. So this is the tallest man in the NBA. Not the tallest all time, But this happened. They were on the same goddamn team. 7-7 and 5-3. He did. I'm sorry that I'm gonna catch up in the chat. He did need the money though, in my opinion. He would have beat Ball. He said he was really sick, so definitely I think that had something to do with it. He also, it ain't like he got knocked out. You could tell he didn't have no reach, but his training videos, oddly, going back to Tyson, his training videos just look like I still don't want to be in the same room with him. And then you add the booty shot when he was on the Netflix. If you watched it from the beginning, he just butt naked with a jock strap on. Like, something ain't right, and that's not. You don't want to fight. I always say, like, the person. This is not for boxers, but this is for like the streets. The person who's madder usually wins the fight. Like, that's if we're not talking about two trained people, something wrong with Tyson. He a little off. He just out there and he wanted. I don't know if he wanted to show his booty or that's how it works, but he did it. Yeah, he said get him as a center. Yeah, well, he ain't playing no center. He want to shoot jump shots and he got good handles. He worked himself out of the league. We should put Bol and Wimby on the same team, dude. For real, we'd be unstoppable. I mean, yeah, I don't think so, man. I think the league will have its way. But anyway, there's a reason why I'm showing you this. Now, Manute Bol, beyond the fact that he's like super tall, Manute Bol has some serious stats and respect in the league. So he was not like he wasn't a pushover. He was a force in the, I mean, he was never like a top 5 center or anything, but he was a force in the league. And at that height, he was super athletic. He could run the court. So Manute Bol. So now we're gonna shift gears into the boxing match that Manute Bol had. So on May 12th, 2002, this is a picture from a boxing match that Manute Bol had. Why? I don't know. And this is just an example of, like, I'm sorry, I'm clicking around, I'm trying to find, maybe I go to images, maybe that'll work. Yeah. So dude, this is him in the weigh-in. Look at the scale. Look at the scale. This is crazy. It doesn't even make sense. Let's see if we could get a clip. All right. Oh my God. You guys seen that? Did you guys see that?
I'm so sure I've ever seen a guy hop over the ropes like that.
Look at that.
That's something.
Oh, he
this
looks
guy
mean.
is a physical specimen, man. Just look at him.
How easy it is to commentate boxing.
It looks like a
yeah, I think the refrigerator. He was an old NFL player.
The fridge, if you haven't seen
So
him
yeah, it says it right there. 375-pound NFL player,
right now.
William the Refrigerator Perry.
NFL dominating offensive lineman, one of the great personalities in the NFL.
Yeah, so I mean, while this plays, for one, alright, let's just talk about all 900 people that are in this crowd. This looks super grimy. For the fact that I even know this and it's played on like cable TV,
He looks a little different.
that looks like
he's not
somebody's
wearing
hallway.
his helmet right now.
It's like a rich person's hallway.
NFL dominating offensive
me find out they pulled a fade. It's on Fox. I see a Fox logo there. Look at this crowd. That looks like a game show crowd. They're about to have celebrity death match.
And now making his entrance to the arena.
But this is the framework.
William Henry.
This is the framework. Think of even celebrity death match. Like, this is the framework that, you know, got started at some point, and every now and then we keep reviving it. So why would I see the Paul show as any different? Yeah, I don't want to watch this whole thing, but I do want to see him throw some punches. I don't remember how long it lasts. That's a big guy, though. Look at the guy's shoulder. Ugh. Is that like swollen? He said Bol is getting folded. No way. No way. Look. Let's skip through it.
Absolutely not. You need an army to tackle this guy.
And here to set the scene for this big and
Look at his
tall
trainers,
bout is
man.
Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I ain't playing that. I'm definitely getting kicked off this. You play Michael Buffer, that's it. Buffett. I just want to see a punch.
Feet 3 inches and weighing in at 300.
Alright, I got it. I don't mind. Out of the blue corner.
Trimmed with royal blue and standing 6 feet 3 inches.
6'3". I'm 6'3", man. I'm 6'3", man. Wow. Can you imagine if I just don't take my diet serious at all? No doctor's visits. This is, look at that chest, man.
275 pounds.
All right, we got a funny one. We gotta play that twice. Thank you. It said garbage truck versus a branch. That's a good one. Hey, you got some funny jokes, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Professional teams to football championships. One of the most intimidating and
It would be a nice future. It would be a nice, fun future stream if we could watch a full box. Yeah. Let's look at. I'm starting to like this. Make the pick. I'm starting to like the throwback, the nostalgia, like just the vibes of like the review. I'm really like against the reaction culture. But I think what bothers me about the reaction culture is that everyone wants to react, but it's like just to get into the algorithm. They want to react on things that just happened, Charlie Kirk, sad story, but thousands of reaction videos right away. Ooh. Now look, what's the first thing that you notice? And I don't want to take you guys away from it because we're gonna see some punches, man. But the first thing that I notice is the fridge has his hands up. He's guarding his face. Manute Bol, they must have told him no one's gonna be able to reach your face, so your hands gonna be where everyone else's face is. So his hands are down here. That's crazy. The hippo versus the giraffe. Oh man. Scary movies. If you keep hanging out, man, we might have to jump on Discord, and figure this out. My favorite, I actually put his name in the chat. Let me play this and I'll put his name in the chat.
That's the first mistake that the fridge is making, is staying on the outside of those long arms of Manute Bol. You gotta get on the inside, bang the body, use your strength, and use your, I don't know if he got any hand speed, but he's got to use his side.
All right, that was a nice cross.
Well, Manute trying to put forth an attack there, trying to land
When you think of someone that is 7'7", look how, even though he's like knock-kneed, his like legs fold in, look how agile he is.
I mean, look at the reach, though, on Manute. I'm not so sure you want to get much closer, but here comes the Fridge. Oh, he takes a couple of shots to the head. Seconds to go.
This fight is don't lie about it, man. This fight is already better than the Paul.
Or at least the more impressive of the two, Ray.
Yes. Now, he's still keeping the Fridge on the outside of his long arms. And if he keeps doing what he's doing, I think
Dude,
if he
this
go right
fight
in,
is already better than the Paul fight.
I keep reiterating that, but he's staying on the outside. You know where in the world you can beat a big guy like Manute Bol by staying on the outside. I don't care how strong you are. You're not gonna. By the time you get inside, he's gonna move away.
Manute so far the more
Manute is
aggressive of the
active.
two. And you
No
know what,
power
that
behind
kinda
that.
surprises me a little bit,
This
because
is
if I'm
crazy,
Manute, I'm
man.
thinking if Fridge lands one, I'm in trouble. And here comes Fridge, chasing after Manute. And once again, every time he gets him against the wall, tells him to start.
All right, this is
The
Virgo versus
the only one who's landed and he punches effectively.
Manute did make the thing. Manute did get some great hits
Well,
in
the guy
there.
knows how to win. He won
All right,
the
just
Super
to
Bowl
update on how the
championship
stream is
with
going. We've had 76
Bears.
views so far, so that's awesome, man. We're rolling. I like that. I like that. We did have a subscriber earlier.
You heard him, Ray. William Perry complaining to his
Like, he don't look that
He's
tired.
in there. What?
He just can't. He can't
Fridge has got to
pause.
pick
He
it up a
can't
little bit, Ray.
penetrate
He
the.
has to go do a whole lot of work. And it's
He
only
doing
3
a
years.
he doing
He's
a
staying on the outside. He keeps
two-hand
saying,
block.
"Close the
That's
distance."
crazy.
Being a very defensive fighter, Manute Bol trying to land a few punches.
There's no way to generate power. Power comes from your legs. You've seen his legs. There's no.
Fridge just keeps backing away and backing away. At some point, he's got to go in there and
Ball
rescue
versus
7'7"
spaghetti.
man.
Oh, look at the ref. Alright. Tell me the ref doesn't look like Mario and Tyson Punch Out. Tell. Tell me the ref doesn't look like that. Oh man, that looks like the ref to me. Let me find the window. Wrong one. Okay. Oh, did I lose it? Hold on. No. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, we got it back. That. So this is what I was saying. So look at the ref. Now look at. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Come on, let's go. Hey, you heard Raul Kaiz. He gets right to the point and tells the fighters to start earning
Nice
their
cross.
paycheck. And here it comes, the Fridge.
Oh, it's a little illegal there. All right, dude, his legs were.
Like I said, when Manute's on the left and Fridge on the right, they look like the number 10, don't they?
And that will
No, there was a point I missed where he
the corner, but still he didn't land a great punch.
No, it's a great tackle. If this is WrestleMania, that would have been a great move. But right now, he's got to throw punches, close the distance.
Did you guys hear the?
There it is, Zach. Go ahead, Fridge, go at him.
Not the best punch.
That's how I was talking about. Look at his legs. Ooh, I can't even catch it. Right there. What's going on, man? Man, BMW body made wrong. That's crazy. That is crazy.
At least a little bit more aggressive than we've seen so far.
Oh, that's a slow uppercut.
There by Manute Bol. Because he knows.
You know, Fridge tied him up, and of course, Manute did the smart thing and hold his arms.
Well, dangerous to stick your hands anywhere near Fridge's mouth. We know that much. Then, let's get a decision.
Oh, decision.
Give
Manute Bol won, man.
donating his proceeds to his war-torn homeland back in the Sudan, a guy that obviously loves his country. And, is really
And this
fighting
was
for
this
it.
was all
No
charity.
big surprise here. Manute Bol aggressive from round one on. Fridge just
I think Manute Bol ended his career
That's
1-0,
it.
man.
He's getting tired from doing that.
Man, shout outs to Manute Bol. Shout outs to Manute Bol.
I'm here with a
I ain't playing no Michael Buffer. They gonna buffer my stream if I play Michael Buffer. But yeah, let's see any more votes. No, I don't think we had any more votes on the poll. But yeah, that was pretty fun, man. I think for me, the only other thing that I wanted to do was check out some like commercials, like 90s commercials, or excuse me, if you guys had a funny commercial that you remember, I want to just pull it up. There's a couple that like get me every time, man. That this is my childhood. I don't know if you guys. I'll cue one up. Oh, I'm queued already. That's it. It don't take long. Yeah, just dump in the chat, man. Any kind of nostalgic things from, I guess since we have the poll, the Halloween commercials in the 90s always hit. Yeah. Yeah, you know it's the coolest thing. I'm gonna find it next. I'm gonna find a WPIX. If you don't know what that is, that's the actual call letters to the ended up being the WB. In New York it was channel 11, but WPIX is the actual call letters. So I like to really dump in information. So call letters date back to like radio broadcasting. So all stations would have like call letters, like four alpha characters. I think on the west of the Mississippi, the call letters start with a K, and on the east they start with a W. So if you check all of your radio stations and broadcast channels, they would all have some sort of a call letter. So like radio, you hear like WBLS, or like, so those are the call letters. So WPIX, the reason why I brought that up is during Halloween, I remember as a kid they used to have the Shocktober commercials. So they turn October into Shocktober every year. But yeah, let me cue this one up. This is probably my favorite concept. Speed awareness. You're gonna have to get me to that. So this is Crossfire.
The ultimate challenge. Crossfire. Crossfire. You'll get caught up in it.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the end of it?
Crossfire. You'll get caught up in it.
Oh man. How many of you ever seen that one before, Crossfire? That's a good one, man. That is a good one. Let me see. Make the pick got me going to. Hold on. What did it? Oh, okay.
It's sometime in the future. The ultimate challenge. Crossfire.
Was it the same? Did you post the same thing that I just played? Crossfire? Is that your? Yeah, Did you guys ever play Crossfire? Let's see. What's another good one? I could just go through. Yeah. I mean, I would say Crossfire for me was a little underwhelming, the game. I don't think I was super into it. But definitely, like, from a childhood perspective, that was like my thing, man. That was fun. Yeah, hold on, my fault. So what should I type in? Just put funny speed awareness commercials. Okay, I got you. Alright. Oh, this thing is super small on me. Okay. Is it the top one? I'll just. It's from 12 years ago. So let's. I guess it's the top one.
Mate. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought there was time.
He's just pulled out. I don't have time to stop.
Well, come on, mate. It was a simple mistake.
I know if I was going a bit slower.
Please. I've got my boy in the back.
I'm going too fast. I'm sorry.
Oh, you got a weird sense of humor. Oh, I got you. It's a band commercial. Cool.
What would you want to know?
Oh man, no, that was I could see why it's banned. So I think like a lot of times it comes down to you rarely see hurt children in media. I think I learned that. That's not a thing. They try to stay away from that. But yeah, I hear you. The easy ones are like I mean, Toys R Us, that's fun. Zestfully Clean, those are pretty good commercials. I think the honeycomb, I don't know if I see. Let me see. I think these are pretty. Yeah, that little honeycomb thing. Honeycomb, you want honeycomb?
I got this crazy craving for a honeycomb.
Honeycomb, honeycomb, me want honeycomb.
The craving just hit me too.
Honeycomb, me want honeycomb.
I can't resist that craving, man.
Hey, come on, come on. Ooh,
Look at the fit.
Honeycomb's so sweet and crunchy, like toasted honey. Yeah, in that weird shape.
They want honeycomb. I mean, let's get some.
The craving won't be denied.
Honeycomb cereal is an irresistible part of this complete breakfast.
I've got a crazy craving for honeycomb.
You guys ever had breakfast like that with the toast? Look how they had the toast. They had the toast all laid out with a full cup of milk. And sitting there with a spoon. Oh man. Oh, it's scary. I can't. You're talking about commercials of band. Now you're talking about kidnapping awareness. You trolling me. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. That's hilarious.
Complete breakfast.
I've got a crazy craving for honeycomb.
Are you guys, as far as your Ninja Turtle history, are you more of original Ninja Turtle movie, or are you? Let me check out what Mick the Pig.
It was late one night in the castle of the Chicken McNuggets.
What are you making?
Yeah, you know it's so funny. We must think of like Mick the Pig, because when I was thinking about
It was late one
the
night
nostalgia,
in the castle of the Chicken McNuggets.
What are you making?
Sauce. We're using my mummy's recipe.
Mummy.
This better be good.
It'll be great.
Does your daddy have a recipe?
Now you can get McDonald's Happy Meal pails for
Halloween.
There's a pumpkin pail, a witch, and a ghost that glows in the dark.
they glow in
You
the dark.
can get a different one
Bro, you just
each
glow
week
something
until
in the dark, it changes everything. It changes everything. Oh no, we gotta welcome somebody into the chat. Oh baby, he is here. Oh, he gets it 3 times. Oh man, I was telling a story to my son about you today. Oh, so you look, Mick the Pick, and I watch scary movies. If he been lurking in the chat, if he gonna come in and talk about the Ninja Turtles, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. But yeah, I'll search it up on a separate window, cause my trust value is getting pretty low. You trying to get them to delete. You talking about stuff is banned. Let me see. Hold on, I'll watch it. But yeah, man, we're in here. We're talking about just nostalgia, childhood. Yesterday we had a cool stream. Take the poll if you can. Shadow Black Entertainment. I already know. Well, I don't know because you must have put, if you did take the poll, you must have put 90s. That's interesting. I'm gonna need we're both 80s babies, so I'm gonna need to know why the 90s shaped you and not the 80s. Yeah, I'm not playing. I watched the commercial. Scary movie. I'm not playing that. Oh man, that is funny. It was funny, but I've seen that commercial before. I have seen that commercial. So Shadow Black, just to catch you up, man, we were talking about like nostalgia and your childhood, something we got into last stream, and so I've been making my own little connection on my side. Where they arrested the lady, I watched scary movies. We're taking the child, and there was all these men around. That was pretty funny. I'm not playing that. Yeah. Yep. It was the one with the girl. I watched it while I was talking. I kind of veered off and watched it. That was cool. But yeah, why do you say the 80s? And for you other persons in the chat as well, play it please. I got you. It ain't nothing that's gonna harm anything. Let me get back to the link. But why do you think so like if you were born in the 90s, why do you think if you were born in the 80s, why do you think the 90s shape you and not the years that you spent like in the 80s? And if you were born in the 90s, why were you shaped in the 2000s? Like what is that? Yeah. Oh no, don't beg, brother. Don't beg. We're gonna figure some things out here. When I saw the McDonald's one, what I was saying, Nick the Pick, if you're still hanging out, is to post it in the chat. Post what your favorite commercial is, Vix. So what I was saying is that I think Ronald McDonald got a bad rap because we grew up with Ronald McDonald, and he's not allowed to be used anymore. Oh, because the 90s. Oh, okay. Make saying 90s had the Game Boy. Is that what shaped you as the Game Boy? Yeah, I'm gonna play it. Why? It's not even like a funny. It's a. Oh, hold on. Because I did it the same way before. You can't, when you click the link, if you copy the link, it doesn't come out the same. Hold on. I don't even see it anymore, Scary Movies. I don't see the link in the chat anymore. I do not, I promise you. And it's gone from the window that I was on. Yeah, because it's a plot twist. Are you Scary Movies, are you a fan of The Office? I'm a big Office fan. Shadow Black wants me to play the 90s. This commercial actually has a lot of what was it? That wasn't in the 90s though. That was in early 2000s. That was the Nike commercial. What would that be? What could I type to find it? Because it was very specific to It wasn't like playground tricks. I don't know. There you go. Wow. One for the algorithm. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a little bit. Oh, you start that over. All right, but you gotta name the people that's in it. If I'm gonna play it, you gotta name it. Shadow Black. Oh, that's Darius Moms. Rashid. Hey, Vince. Marbury. White chocolate. Hey, hey. Man, that was fire. Those sneakers were trash though. Yeah. What a time. Man. What a time, Shadow Black. Yeah, take me back, man. That was nostalgia. Make the pick. You ever seen that commercial? Cause that was an era. In fact, I'm telling you right now, if I'm able to find, no, I shouldn't even say find, cause I know where the tapes are. If the tapes are still good and I could dub off of those tapes, me and Shadow Black we remade that commercial. Might have been 18 years old. What was that? 21? Yeah, I was around 18, 19 years old. We remade that commercial. Me and Shadow Black and a few other people. But it was the, I ain't gonna say the troll side of the game, but it was definitely a parody. We used to make a lot of videos back then. Like I said, here you go. Like I said, I started filming stuff, you know, in my teenage years. I used to chop stuff up and edit stuff, you know, way back when. I mean, to the point where I remember taking like a VHS, like a VCR, and doing my edits on there, like 2 different VCRs, and putting them together. I ended up majoring in media arts and learned a lot of stuff with media. But yeah, this was always like a thing for me. So, but I like being behind the scenes, so that stuff was like easy to think through. Like having the talent, like Shadow Black is really the talent. He don't want to get up on here. Yeah, I don't see it, man. I don't see your comment. I do not see your comment. But yeah, Shadow Black, he has a big story to tell. Check his channel out if you can. He needs some inspiration on posting videos, but he's the real talent. I'm just here. I have a story to tell, don't get me wrong, but I'm not really the talent. So yeah, we just been talking about nostalgia. I really think we did this stream right. Again, I'm not playing a numbers game. The 1% improvement is there. Definitely an underdog in this space. That's what that sound is. I'm gonna keep working on the soundboard. If you guys have any suggestions on what I could do with the stream, Shadow Black, just to fill you in, the sub goal at the bottom. That's my 1% improvement today. Just working through getting, you know, things looking better and nicer. I'm definitely getting very comfortable with the controls. This is day 16. I have not decided on how long we're gonna go, but I definitely had some I don't say dreams, but I definitely have had some thoughts about 1,000 days. I don't know why it came to me like, what if you did like a, what if you be like the Cal Ripken of this thing, and you just put in the numbers. I have the stamina, so that's not an issue. I was talking to my son earlier. We were playing Rocket League, and he just said something about this guy did a 24-hour stream, and I like challenges. So for whatever reason, I looked at him, was like, I know he's in elementary school, but I'm like, hey, you want to do a 24-hour stream? And for me, it's not about breaking any record or doing what other streamers do. It's just like, it's the challenge. Like, can you actually do that? And hopefully, people see you do those types of things, and they know that you're here to just be genuine, which is much needed in the world. So I appreciate you guys for sure for hanging out with me. Like I said, we did grow 1 subscriber, so cheers to us. If you guys have a channel and you want me to check something out, by all means, my email is on when you go into the YouTube channel. You can find my email in there. You can send me an email. More than willing to check people out. I have been, I guess I'm in the mood to. I usually watch enough YouTube content, but after my detox, I haven't watched as much. But when I come across like small streamers, I try to definitely show love. Bro, there's no link. You keep saying, am I going to show the ad? Tell me what to type in. Tell me what to type in again. You said kidnapping. I only see one link in here, and that was the McDonald's one. Yeah, you got me. Yeah, let me. What'd you say? Kidnapping ad. Hold on. Yeah, kidnapping awareness. I'm pretty sure those who are hanging out have seen this. That's a pretty popular video. Nope, that was not it. Oops, sorry, I wasn't on YouTube. Give me 1 second. Alright, I got you. Did you answer whether or not you're an Office fan? Alright, here goes the world premiere. My commitment to the people's what you say? The kidnapping awareness ad. Alright, make sure we full mask. Here we go. Let me lower my music.
What do you want to get? Ice cream.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Let's go, honey.
Together, we can find a child by signing up for free wireless Amber Alerts on your cell phone.
What scary movies? Can you tell me what's the funniest part for you? I like to break stuff down a little bit deeper. So, oh man, this world sucks, bro. Oh man, and they want us not to. He was not ready. Shadow Black. Look, I watched Scary Movie, said it was funny. He trolled me until I played it. The problem for me is that the ad is like It's like watching a Netflix original where they have every archetype, every stereotype and archetype that you would think of. It's like let's put Tyrone with the white tee and the Scully. Let him hold his belt with his watch. It's like kind of weird. It's kind of weird for me, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's funny, but it's weird, bro.
Together, we can find a child by signing up for free wireless Amber Alert.
And then you got the people that's just sitting there in the park. Look how mad the girl looks. You wanted me to do this, man. Look how angry the girl looks. She don't look scared. She look angry, like they ain't pay her enough for the commercial. But that's hilarious, man. I'll give it to you. That it could have been worse. That one could have been worse. Hey, man. They Shadow Black. They all around us. It don't matter if you're related to people or not. Protect the children. Protect the children. So Shadow Black, since you know me going back, I was telling, I opened the stream up. I was showing some like basketball cards, that I had. I just pulled out from a box. Look at that. Look at that. That is a John Stockton Dream Team. Look at that. Man, it just keeps going. This is Lenny Wilkens. Lenny Wilkens, I think, passed away in 2025 as well. All-time winningest NBA coach. Ooh, Kenny Anderson, one of the top New York guards of all time, on the New Jersey Nets. Yeah, man, it keeps going. I could be in here all night, looking at these cards. So this is what kind of got me into I never said I was into statistics, but I was very deep into numbers and basketball cards. I used to know like everybody's stats. Gotta go, Mr. Darnell. See you. Peace, man. Well, take care. I'm about to get off the stream soon anyway. I would say this. You tell me. I don't really think we had a down moment, like energy-wise tonight. So that was pretty cool. I'm gonna look deep into this nostalgic thing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave with a story. I think it's story time. So I had a friend, and the reason why I'm gonna tell this story, I'll try to not give too many details, but the story revolves around this guy. See if I could. No, I'll try to pull up a picture as well. Yeah, hold on one second. Yeah, so I was gonna try to pull up the picture, but so I get a call from a friend. Yeah, it's story time, man. Let's do it right. Story time, and then we go. So I get a call from a friend. I'm at work, and the friend asked me, "Hey, do you want to go to a Knicks game tonight?" And I say, "What? Stop playing with me. Like what you mean? It's the playoffs, man." They say, "You want to go to a Knicks game or not?" I say, "Come on, man. Just tell me what I gotta do." So I'm not gonna get into the details of how I got in there, but let's just say I not only got into the game. This is a playoff game. It was game 3 of a playoff series against the Miami Heat. So it would have been the first game at home, because I think you play the first 2 games are at the top team's home, and then the game 3 and 4 are at the second, the next best team's home. So it's game 3, and we get in, and once we came in, they gave us like this lanyard. It was like some VIP. So all I wanted to do was go to the game. I didn't know that I was gonna get like VIP lanyard. So, we hand, the guy the tickets so we could see where we sit, and he keeps walking us down. And I'm super confused because I grew up going to the Yankees. I'm a bleacher creature. I know all the songs that we used to sing in the bleachers. That's an easy ticket. The earliest tickets I remember in the bleachers is $6. So even as a kid, it was affordable, to go in the bleachers. But the Knicks, not so much. The Nets, yeah, you could always go to a Nets game. The problem is you got to make it to Jersey. So you got to, you're either driving, which we weren't, or you got to take some sort of transit, New Jersey Transit or something to get there. And it wasn't as comfortable of a ride for anybody in the city, but the tickets were always available. Nobody wants to go to a New Jersey Nets game. So Knicks games, not so much. So whenever I've gone to a Knicks game, I do not remember sitting, once you walk in, you might as well just start walking up. Because in order to afford the game, we probably were going to be, somewhere in the, I don't know if you've seen the movie Eddie, but before Whoopi Goldberg's character in the movie Eddie, oh yeah, that's definitely before they moved to Brooklyn. In the movie Eddie, she was sitting at the top of the garden, and the plot of that movie is that she was so loud, it was so horrible that when they brought her down, she ended up giving them an idea of whether or not she can coach the team, because she was a diehard fan. She understood the game, and she became the coach. Very good movie, classic movie. But she sat way up in the top. That's for the working class people, right? So they gave me the lanyard, and I keep going down, going down, going down. And next thing you know, I'm in the third row. I'm at the third row of game 3 in the playoffs. Didn't make sense to me, but for whatever reason, my energy said, it doesn't matter how you got here. Act like you've been here. So I remember like doing this, like clean. So that's the face. So I had to like put the face on, right? So I don't know if you guys remember Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson, that's known for hitting that big 4-point play against the Indiana Pacers. Grandmama was his nickname. He was really famous. Talk about nostalgia. The Grandmama, his sneakers, his Converse were like, that was an amazing time. He was doing commercials, dunking with I don't know, I gotta show that. But so we're doing story time, but that is a part of the story. So since some of you are basketball fans, so I'm walking in the garden, and Grandmama is in front of me, and though he's a popular basketball player, he's not a really tall guy. We're like the same height roughly. And he looks me, pause, like he looks me up and down, because I had that look. Like at the time, I looked like a athlete. He didn't know if he seen me somewhere before. So he looks me up and down and then puts his hand out and shake my hand. But I've been here before. Like I can't reveal, because I don't even know why I'm here, how I'm in this situation. So I see Grandmama. Yeah. Go to my seat. I'm in the third row. And we got the lanyard on. I'm still like super shocked and really just not understanding the moment. And this is if you ever seen this, like, or the pic.
One-on-one, me and you.
I may look sweet on the outside, but remember, it's what's inside that counts. This is a story about two of the baddest men who ever put on little
I hate
short
the
pants.
weird dress
One day they were
thing, but
surrounded.
he had some pretty funny commercials.
Go and brought it home.
Is that true, Grandmama?
It will be,
Grandmama.
child. It will be.
They can't.
I gotta come up with something fast. Who wants to get a game?
KJ.
Kevin, have you met my grandmama? Yo, Kevin.
Oh my God. So grandmama shakes my hand, and I mean on the inside I'm holding it together, right? Like I'm like, yo, you made it. Like, so I go back to my seat, and lo and behold, so it's me, my boy, and on the right of my boy, oh, I capped it super cool, make the pick. I've been there before. I was a star. Let me tell you, I'm gonna go through the different people who were around me. This is a super nostalgic conversation. I didn't know we were gonna get here. If you just came in here and you want to just take the poll, please take the poll. We're gonna end shortly, but it's a cool conversation. Subscribe if you must. But we're talking about our childhood and nostalgic moments. I'm ending with a story that a friend of mine came across some Knicks tickets somehow, game 3 of the playoffs against Miami. I didn't know where we were sitting. I end up in the third row. It's me and my friend sitting next to each other. On his right is John McEnroe. John McEnroe. On his right, I scary movies. I'm sorry I take long with the stories. I'm just trying to build it up and give, that anticipation. But peace, man. See you again. See you again. Always welcome. So John McEnroe, like tennis great. We however you know him, he's a guy with attitude. John McEnroe is on my friend's right. On my left is this guy, NBA Hall of Famer Chris Mullin. Played at St. John's. He's come out of New York. On my left is Chris Mullin. And I'm like I held it together. I mean, look, LeBron James is, when I pull these pictures up, you'll get to understand more. LeBron James is playing against the Knicks. So I not only get to see LeBron James, like I'm a couple rows away from the court, obviously. I'm telling you, look, it was an insane moment. What I really remember is just holding it together. I was like, I know I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm here now, and I held it all together. So behind me, I'll just look up real quick. You may not know Mick the Pick, but if Shadow Black is still in the chat, he'll definitely know. Yeah. He might catch I ain't say he gonna hurt himself, but this is who was sitting behind me. So Phoebe, I guess that's Kate's. She played in Gremlins. She was the actress from Gremlins. So she's sitting behind me. So from like that whole buzz of nostalgia, like I'm like surrounded by, and I know, like, dude, you think so for whatever. Now, granted, I had to tell my friend, who he's not a New Yorker, he's from Maine. He's a transplant. So like a lot of, when I was at that era, like post college, there was a lot of young professionals that I met in Brooklyn. I think I was living in Brooklyn at the time. No. I wasn't living in Brooklyn at the time, but that's where I had met him at. Um, and I met a lot of young professionals. But the thing about being from New York City is you definitely have come across um, you've come across a lot of people, a lot of celebrities and stars. I talk about riding the train with Bloomberg. Like that's just what it is. So this is the movie. If you've never seen, this is the movie that she played in. And I'm getting wild here by just not looking at this stuff before it goes on the screen. But yeah, she was at her heyday. She was a very desired, actress. She played a great role in a great movie. Super nostalgic. So all these people, all these stars were just around me. So then, it's halftime. Sorry, this story's taking so long, but it was a moment. So it's halftime. So here's now where the badge comes into play. So because I have the lanyard for halftime, we get to go into, I forgot what it's called, but it's an area that we get to go to an all you can eat buffet. It within the garden, court level, so it's like right behind where the chairs are. You get to go and full buffet, and we're not talking about buffet on a boat ride. We're talking about a buffet. Yeah, you met Keanu Reeves on the train. Wow, you need to jump on stream so you can tell me that story. That's cool, man. Yeah, I've met a bunch of people. I remember I met Bernie Williams when I was working at the Bronx Zoo, and as an admissions parking lot cashier, and Bernie Williams comes and drives in. He's chill. He's Bernie, and Bernie's not my favorite player. Paul O'Neal is. So I was like, yeah, man, you're not my favorite, so whatever. But yeah, I used to meet people all the time. So, and then you also grew up with people. Oh, you talking about Michio Kaku? Uh, Mick the Pick. You talking about Michio Kaku? Are you talking about the one who runs Ancient Aliens, or are you talking about the one who works at City College? That's Michio Kaku, if I'm saying his name right. I still watch a lot of his stuff, not just on Ancient Aliens. But yeah, he's cool. Actually, my cousin took one of his classes at City College. So just to continue and wrap this up, so we go into this area where um the buffet is, and now the people who were all types of stars are just hanging out in the buffet. So it's playoffs, so I believe the Knicks they weren't on MSG, so I don't think so. I met Clyde Frazier. Walt Clyde Frazier. Like, Ewing is doing. So I got a picture with Frazier. Um, Pat Riley. I'm you know, I'm just doing my wall hugging thing, and Pat Riley is like 4 feet away from me talking basketball. Um, yeah, that's Michukaku, yeah, Professor. Yeah, he's cool. He recently I've been watching stuff like within the last month of him talking about quantum computing. Sometimes he's some of these people that are so smart, they're so much ahead that it's really hard to understand and grasp what they're saying. But I've been watching him for 20 years, so that's cool. But yeah, so Pat Riley is 5 feet from me, and I'm listening to him. Pat Riley, which if you're on the younger side, you may just know him as being president over in like the Miami Heat organization, but in the 90s, he was the coach of the Knicks. He coached LA in the 80s into the 90s. At the time, I believe he had won. I know he has 5 championships with the Lakers. I'm not sure if he won I mean, as an organization, as a president, he definitely has the two from Miami. So very successful. I would say next to Phil Jackson in my lifetime is the second most successful basketball entity when it comes to success and championships. So yeah, but Pat Riley's right next to me. Like it was just like a mind blowing event, and I say all that to say that like this guy Chris Mullen, like a card that I collected. His name here is the Iron Warrior. Yeah, they jazzed this one up. This is a Flair 92-93, and Chris had game, man. He had game for real. But yeah, man, that's it. I don't want to stretch this out too much longer. We've been going for an hour and 35 minutes. I'm really hyped that Shadow Black was able to join. We didn't make 100 views during the stream. That's okay, but for whatever reason, this was an awesome stream. There was no low energy. Shadow Black, you missed us watch the Manute Bol's boxing match. I'm not even sure how we got into Manute Bol. Oh, I think we were talking about like Jake Paul, and I'm giving an overlap between like a history of celebrity boxing and people carrying boxing and just bringing some more color to it. But yeah, we got into a lot, and that was cool. I did realize that I even though I'm 16 straight days, yesterday I failed to put on the glasses, so I have to kind of like start the glasses streak over. It's probably because Shadow Black didn't join, obviously. Um, so I have to end. I got to start a new streak with the glasses. We're working on a soundboard, so if you got some audio that you want to suggest, I'm thinking maybe something like from The Office, something that's borderline, so YouTube could look at it and say, yeah, maybe we should give him a strike, maybe not. But I definitely like sounds. So this is so far, we are doing an amazing job. I do gotta wake up and go to work. Wow, you're gonna do me like, bro? You didn't when you did not come to the stream. I totally forgot. We had a fun stream yesterday. Actually, we had a real fun stream. It got kind of serious. We started talking about really it's what fed into today's stream. We were talking about just miniclip.com. I don't know if you remember that, Shadow Black. I'm pretty sure you remember miniclip.com, but it doesn't exist anymore. And I think his name was Childeran. He was in a chat yesterday, and we were just kind of like going back and forth. And because I exposed him to like miniclip not being there, we start having other conversations like around Flash Player and Shockwave, and he had mentioned that it was Adobe, but I had pulled up some books showing, like, I'll show it again, like, because I still have this type of stuff. So this is like, this is Flash. These are like Flash books. And I started actually today, I was looking into if I'm able to develop in Flash, and apparently Adobe still carries Flash through what's it called? Adobe Animate is the application where I could write action script, and it's backwards compatible. So I could write in action script version 3, which is secure, and I could still produce Flash video. So I'm actually debating, especially in this AI era, maybe AI could help me just to add some of the flavor, because Flash is like super amazing. Maybe I could plug that into the stream somehow. Just thinking about, just a thought, something to do. But yeah, other than that, I'm not sure about what my 1% change is tomorrow. Oh, you dropping flags. How am I supposed to interpret what that flag is? Man, come on. You about to have me put the glasses here. Like, what flag is that, sir? What flag is that? All right, while he's telling me what flag that is, I do just want to give, I think it's important to read the poll, and for people who casted their ballot, I hope all of you guys know what voting is and that you vote in your local elections for sure. So since you casted this ballot, with all due respect, oh, Barbados, okay, okay, is that where you're from? Is that where you're from? I got a interesting outlook on, uh, especially in Black History Month. I always like think about, me being a Black American, predominantly on both sides from here. You know, for generations after generations, and I look at a lot of my friends growing up because I'm a New Yorker. Being a being a New Yorker puts you in this melting pot of cultures, and I think that's obviously that helped to grow me, uh, but I didn't realize how diverse. So we got Barbados here. I was just talking to Cliff yesterday. Cliff is from Antigua. Then obviously we got the Jamaican, and then you got like Ahmed. There's like so many friends that their heritage and ethnic groups are from all over the diaspora. So that's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. I never see you throw up a flag though. Never seen you throw up a flag. Don't be hiding. Don't be hiding out here. Yeah, so I don't want to keep you guys up any longer. Like I said, I appreciate you. I do see 89 views, so that's a good cap. Actually, it's 90 on the actual YouTube screen. So people have been, jumping in here and jumping out. I'm still working on when the stream, when the ice, bro. I hope that's nice. I'm still working on when the stream is, has its peaks, and if we're able to, if I should be stopping at that moment and doing something more to make sure that people hang around, because again, it's just some positive energy, and I think that's a good way to go, man. But right now we're down to the mods, and you guys really really appreciate you. There are days, I don't want to I don't want to sound like this is ending, but there were a few days. Sometimes the days where I feel like I don't know if I have it in me. Um, they turn out to be the best days because it's not really about me, right? This is something that I could see the future, and I got to get through this process to get to the future, what it may hold. And if I don't try, then I really won't know what it holds. And it may not hold, what I'm saying? It may not hold what I think it holds, but I got to get through this phase. So I really, really appreciate you guys. So 1% change for tomorrow's undecided as of right now, but I have been investing, so I will. So I'm looking forward to day 17. If you guys got any ideas, I do like the nostalgic vibe. I like the random. There is no, I'm not stuck on going one way or the other, since I'm willing to pull up the screen and kind of back the information that I'm talking about. I think that's pretty fun. Hopefully we don't get no strikes or no warnings based on the content that I'm showing, but we'll cross that bridge if we have to. Um, Other than that, man, final words. You guys got something final you want to put in the chat? A shout out, anything? I really don't want to leave you guys, but I gotta wake up tomorrow, and it's midweek, but it's been a long week with the 2 days off so far with the President's Day. So if you got anything final in the chat, other than that, man, we gotta go to bed. We gotta go to bed. I don't know why people peeking in right now. There's people peeking in. What are we supposed to do? We supposed to let them peek in? I gave my wife an analogy yesterday about I'm just trying, I'm trying to make sense of YouTube. Don't be a sucker for love. That's how, yeah. Oh, I don't want to do the Charleston White and yeah. But yeah, don't be a sucker for love, man. That is definitely a way that I'm gonna keep repeating how to end the stream. But I was telling my wife about she didn't understand what I was saying about like the numbers and when people come in. So I said if you own the business and you didn't get no business all day, and right when you were about to close the gate or shut the door of the business, a bunch of people was about to walk in, what would you do, right? So sure, I want to get to 100, views, because 100 means something, or at least it used to. 1,000 means something, or at least it used to. Now everything works in millions. You ain't made it unless you got a million. But I want to appreciate this phase because I already feel super comfortable. My speech is getting better with what I'm doing, and just my comfort level as a whole. So the only way to go up. Who said that? Was it Buster Moon? Was it Buster Moon who said the only way to go up? I think that's Buster Moon. Tell me, guys, if that's Buster Moon. Yeah, I haven't done like quotes. When you've reached rock bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up. That's Buster Moon. Yeah, I ain't playing that. They gonna come for me with that. But yeah. All right, guys. Again, I appreciate you. As usual, I'm gonna just fade into this other scene here. I'm here in the chat still until the stream ends. So if you got anything to say, I'll be on that. My mic will be off unless what you say is that juicy and we gotta put it back on. Other than that, have a good night. Don't be a sucker for love. Oh, I gotta do it. Umar, start. Don't be a sucker for love. Don't be a sucker for love. 3 times. Alright, peace.
Today, we eat blackberries. Come on, let's go. Today, we eat